Guys, and welcome to what is going to be an awesome video. So if you remember, a couple of weeks ago I'd done a video on some altcoins which I thought would do really well over 2020. Well, one of those altcoins was a CPU mineable coin, something that you can mine on any old laptop, just like my old laptop here. In fact, this one isn't that old. It does actually have a GPU in there. There's like an NVIDIA card. You don't need that, because this coin is completely mineable on a CPU, so it doesn't use the GPU at all. And I've been mining that now in my shed for about the last week, so 8 days. I had to put it out in the shed because I didn't like to go to bed at night and I could hear my laptop screaming in pain, so I put it out in the garden shed. But it did survive, and now I've got my friend Obi over here, and he's going to be coming in today just to share these stuff about his new way that you can mine crypto, right? He's going to be coming back in just a minute and sharing with you a sort of simple mining technique that you could use if you're just getting started in mining. You have no clue what to do, but you've heard it's good, you want to get into mining and make yourself some money. This is going to be a great tip for you. So this is what we're mining. This is Dero. This is the coin that I spoke about just a week or so ago. You can see down here it's been pretty low earlier this year and has recently been going up. So a pretty good coin to mine. One that I liked mainly because going to the main site here, dero.com, you'll find that it is a CPU only mineable coin. So I think it did used to be getting mined with ASIC miners and GPUs and all that nasty stuff. But right now they've changed the algorithm, they've done something to it recently, and it's meant that everything is blocked out completely except for CPU mining. And as I said, this laptop right here does have an NVIDIA card in there. I think it's a 1050 or a 1060 in there. But it will not use it at all. Okay, the mining software doesn't use it. It's purely just on CPU. And it is super simple to mine this. All you need is a little bit of software to download, the XMR miner. It says how to do that right here on this little blog post. I shall leave a link for this blog post down below in the description if you want to have a go at mining this yourself. And this is the software that you need to download. This is XMRig. And if you just scroll down here, there you go. So you got the Win64, that's what I needed there. So the Q to 10 Win64. And this is how ridiculously easy it is to use this software, okay? Now it does say in the blog post, the line of code that you're gonna need to put in to mine this. You're really gonna need just 3 things in order to mine this coin. What you're gonna need is that XMRig that we were just looking at. You need to download that one. Plus, you're also going to need the Dero wallet so that you can get paid your mined coins into the wallet. Now, because these are going to be quite small amounts, just CPU mining, you can just use the web wallet. And if you want to download your own wallet, you can always just transfer those amounts as and when you want to from the web wallet. The web wallet is super easy to set up, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be using that, because it is so easy. All you need to do, head on over to the receive, and you can just click there to copy your receive button, and you're going to need that to enter in to the config file for that software that you just showed. Now it does say down here somewhere, you know, at the end of the day, if you do want to be doing this, you can look into that yourself. Just click the link down below. It explains how to do it. It's basically just like one line of code. It says all the things that you need to put in there. You put it in the little config file, and then all you need to do is head on over to the XMRig. So you just go into the XMRig folder, you click start, and you are up and running. So there we go. In fact, I didn't mention the third thing that you're gonna need. As you can see right here, it says dero.herominers.com. So right now this is up and this is actually mining again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Control and C to quit mining and stop that. And just show you this here. So this is Dero herominers.com. Okay, and right here, this is like a mining pool, and all you need to do is put in your address. So that was mine, L3BF. And this, guys, is how much money I've made just in the last 8 days that I've been mining it on this laptop out in my garden shed. So here we can see that we have a whole bunch of valid things there. So my pending balance, 0.007 Dero still waiting to be paid. Apparently I have been paid 0.251 Dero, and it has obviously gone to this account right here, L3BF. However, if I do go over to that the wallet address, so this is it right here, this is the LBBF address, and as you can see I have no actual balance right now, and nothing in the transaction history. If you do come back over here and go down to the payments down there, you can see that there is a payment, and you can click on that and it will take you over to the Explorer, and what you can see there on the Explorer is not an awful lot, because Dero is one of these sort of hidden coins, like a privacy coin, and it doesn't really show you much, just a couple of question marks. Will I get paid? Will I not? Who knows? But let's not worry too much about that. Let's just go into the figures for now, based on what we did mine, and also based on how much it costs. So I did plug it into one of these here. I suggest you get one of these if you are going to mine some coins yourself. What this does is it just tracks the amount of electricity that you're using. So obviously you'll just plug in your laptop or mining rig in here, and it will just tell you how many kilowatts of electricity that you're using, so that you can more accurately, or very accurately, calculate the cost of the electricity. And right here is the great stuff. This is the numbers of how much it's worth, what we've actually mined there. So this is what we mined, this is what we got paid out on, allegedly, what we got paid out on, 0.251 Dero after 8 days of mining. So that's an average of about 0.3 per day. And then the expected annual, and this is the important bit, because in a moment we're going to be showing you the hack, so you can hack an entire year's worth very, very quickly in a single day. My friend Obi is going to share that with you in just a moment. So this is what we'll be looking to mine. Okay, a year's worth of Dero, about 11.45. If I was going to leave my laptop on, screaming away in the garden shed for an entire 12 months, probably completely burn it out and ruin my laptop, I would have mined about 11.4 Dero in that time. Obviously it's a very long time to leave your laptop on mining. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Maybe just get some cheaper PCs to run that. So current valuation, so how much is that 11 Dero worth right now today? So today you'd be looking at about $14 if you were to buy those 11 Dero, because I think it's just over $1 each at the moment. However, whenever you're mining, you don't really want to be looking at what the coin is worth right now. You're really looking for, what it's going to be worth in the future. So guys like Satoshi Nakamoto, when they started mining Bitcoin, they weren't really interested in mining Bitcoin and selling it for pennies, what it was worth originally. The plan was to mine like 1 million Bitcoin and then just hold it for 10 years, so that then they'll be like multi-billionaires. If they sold the million back then, as soon as they mined it, it would be pretty much worthless. And that's pretty much where we are with Dero right now. Now, obviously, we've got the Bitcoin halving just happened. So over the next sort of 12 to 16, 18 months, you're going to see Bitcoin and all the altcoins skyrocketing in value. Last time, on the last halving, coins were going up anywhere. I think Bitcoin went up about 1,800, maybe 2,000%. Some of the other altcoins like Ethereum and Litecoin were going up maybe like 4,000%. And then coins like XRP were just absolutely ridiculous. That went up about 48,000% or something stupid like that. There is tons of scope for these smaller coins to also go up. So what we're going to say here is just that what would happen if Dero was to go up 3,000%, which is fairly conservative and pretty average across the board. So that would mean that you would be making about $436 worth of Dero in a year. So that's great. We can just mine it on the laptop all year for 12 months, keeping track of the electricity, of course, so that we can work out how much it actually costs to mine that. And if we have a look here, so the expected, based on the previous 8 days of mining, we'd be expecting that's going to cost about £98 Cost of the laptop about, say, $800. So your cost to get set up mining this Dero on the sort of setup that I've got here is probably a bit extravagant just for a simple CPU mining coin. After the year, you would be down $461 because mainly obviously the cost of the laptop, which of course you could probably sell at the end of the year as long as you haven't completely burnt it out. But with the mining hack that we're going to be sharing with you today, your profits would be, with Dero, $422. Let's have a look at some other coins that you could mine instead of Dero. So what we've got here is whattomine.com. This is a website I used to use quite a lot before. I used to do a lot of mining, testing out on different coins as I was trying to sort of build a kind of cloud mining company, a bit like so many back in the day. However, I just could not get mining to actually be profitable back then. So instead, we built this site, Satoshi's Mines, which actually works on proof of stake coins, which is masternodes such as Dash, PivX, Zcoin. And we were doing it the same way as it was with a lot of the cloud mining, whereas we would just basically like mine any proof of stake coin with masternodes and then pay out everybody in Bitcoin just to make the accounts easier, really, just to do everything in Bitcoin. And if you want to know more about that, just come over to satoshismines.com and watch this video here. It should explain more about how all of that works. But definitely for me, masternodes are and have been the much better investment over mining any day. But if we were to mine, this is where you need to go, whattomine.com. This is what's going to show you before you get started just how much it's going to cost. So if you had a nice rig of 6 1070 Ti GPUs, they're NVIDIA cards. These are the cards that I found on my personal mining to work pretty well, much better than the 1080s for the cost, because 1080 is going to cost you a lot more. I found the 1070 Ti's actually to be really good. So if you had a little rig of 10 GPUs, that's going to cost you about $4,000 to actually set up and buy all of that kit. And here in the UK, we're looking at about 0.2 kilowatts, because this here is in dollars, not pounds. And I pay about 16 pence per kilowatt on my electricity, which is about 0.2 in dollars. So we have that calculated right here. All you need to do is hit calculate, and it's going to work out for you what would be the best coins to mine. Now, I think this is a fantastic website. You can see right here, Zcoin is at the top. And I think over the next few weeks, I'm going to actually mine some Zcoin on my miner, because that is my most favorite of all of the masternode coins. That is the one which I have most of my cash in, and it's just paid out beautifully over the last year. So I really want to find out which is better. Is it better to mine Zcoin or to have it in masternodes? Now it says right here that we would be making profit. I believe this is per day, 24 hours. We'd be making $3.63 per day in profit. So if that's true, I'd be very, very interested. I think that sounds pretty good, considering a masternode is going to set you back about $4,000 or $5,000 right now, and a mining rig which could mine you this is also going to set you back about the same price. So I think that would be quite interesting, and looking forward to working that out. So as we go down here, we got Ethereum. This is the big one. This is the one that everyone makes so much money on. Rewards per day from What to Mine, what we were just looking at, about 0.167 Ethereum. So annually, you'd be expecting to make about 6 Ethereum on that mining rig. Now, if you were to buy that 6 Ethereum today, current valuation, that is going to be setting you back about $2,500 for that Ethereum. Now, the cost to mine in electricity, as we just said, it's about $4,000 for the mining rig. In electricity, you're going to be talking about $1,376 to mine that. But if it went up 2,000, now remember Dero, we said 3,000% gain for Dero, and that turned $14 into $436, okay, at 3,000%. Now Ethereum, we don't think it's going to go up as high as it has done in the past, just like Bitcoin. You know, the exponential gains is really over. It's just going to go up maybe 1,000%. So Ethereum, we think about maybe 2,000 is acceptable. We could imagine that happening. Well, that is going to be netting you $50,000. Quite the substantial sum of money, is it not? So what would happen then if we were to actually do the traditional mining? Because of the cost of electricity, we're going to end up only actually getting $45,000 of that 50,000 if you were to cash them in there right at the top. However, with the mining hack that we're going to be sharing with you in a minute, you would actually be netting yourself 48,000. So a lot closer to the top there with this mining hack. So let's just get Obi in, and he's going to share with you what this is all about. So yeah, Obi, you carry on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I shall just show you now how to do this. It's quite simple. Even if this is new to you and you have never mined before, you should be able to do this. All you need to do is just head on over to qcoin.com. This is how you start. Okay, and now we are on Dero. You can see Dero, and you'll see the price here. I believe he mined 14. $14, 11 Dero. So you go to qcoin. So you just put in the current price here is 0010785. Okay, we want 12 Dero. Right. And then what you do is you hit the play button. Like that, just like that. You have mined a year's worth of Dero in just a few minutes. It is that simple. It's like $14, and in a year from now, you'll have all of the Dero that you need. It is that easy. Yeah.
But I got to say, yeah. So me and Obi, we were talking about this just the other day, and I was pretty much thinking exactly the same thing myself.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, quite exactly. So anyway, yeah, I'll just let him carry on.
So,
shall I? Maybe I should just I'll get my
take
over from here. Thanks for that. Okay, so I hope you can see here, this is nothing unusual. Obviously, what I'm saying here with this video is rather than going through all the hassle of mining Bitcoin or crypto like Ethereum, Dero, whatever it is, rather than actually mining it, having your laptop screaming away there out in the shed, or so I'm very, very sorry if you just do not like that answer, but unfortunately that is the truth. As it is right now, economically, it just makes more sense to just buy the actual coins rather than invest in any mining rig, buying GPUs. I mean, for the cost of like one GPU, $400, you can buy an actual Ethereum, one whole Ethereum for $400. And in the future, that's going to be worth a lot more than buying the GPU. So I hope you can see that. I hope that makes sense. However, obviously, mining can be a lot of fun. It certainly is for me. And that's why Zcoin, I'm going to be mining that now over the next few weeks. And I'm going to be sharing those results with you guys here on YouTube. If you do want to see that, you don't want to miss out, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'm going to be sharing every single step along the way that you need to do to mine Zcoin, and also to get Zcoin via a masternode instead. And we're going to be comparing which one is actually more profitable, mining Zcoin or having a masternode for Zcoin. That's it for now, guys. I shall see you all in the next video.